The sun is a brutal, unyielding disk. The air shimmers with heat. Caleb Thorne, 50s, the gold hat rancher, rides slowly along a dry arroyo. His distinctive gold-stitched hat is spotless. He dismounts, his movements economical and powerful. He kneels, examining a set of tracks, a small, worn boot, and the imprint of a tired horse. He pulls a small, silver compass from his pocket, checks the needle, and nods grimly. Center Caleb/center, muttering to himself. Not a bandit. Not quick enough. A desperate traveler. Still took what was mine. He spots a disturbance under a small, struggling mesquite tree. He walks over and retrieves a small, leather-bound satchel, torn open and empty. He examines a single, embroidered patch still attached to the strap, a swirling sun over a mountain peak. Center Caleb/center, the sky dancer's mark. Damn fool. He remounts, kicking his horse into a determined, dust-raising trot. Scene 2, the ambush. EXT, wide prairie later. Caleb crests a ridge. Below him, the prairie is a sea of faded gold grass, broken only by a single, stout cottonwood tree. Elara, 30s, is resting near her horse, patching the tear in her satchel with a needle and thread. She looks weary but focused. Suddenly, a rope snakes out, wrapping around her shoulders and arms. She is yanked up violently, dropping her satchel and supplies. Caleb steps out from behind the cottonwood. He quickly secures the rope around a thick branch, leaving Elara dangling, thrashing upside down. Center Elara/center, gasping, furious. Release me, you brute. What is the meaning of this? You will face God's wrath. Center Caleb/center, calmly assessing the knots. God can wait. You're on my land, and you took something that belongs to the gold hat. That's my wrath you're fastened right now. He ties her wrists and ankles with extra rope for security, ensuring she cannot swing her body to gain purchase. She is fully suspended. Scene 3, the demand. EXT, cottonwood tree, continuous, as in thumbnail. Elara hangs upside down. Her simple cotton dress is shifted, revealing her plain undergarments and exposing a small, silver locket around her neck. Caleb stands beneath her, his posture intimidating. Center Caleb/center. I followed your sign. The sky dancer's sign. That tells me you're a traveler, maybe a healer, maybe worse. I need the parcel. Center Elara/center, spitting dust. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a pilgrim, passing through. I haven't stolen a thing. If you don't cut me down, I swear. Center Caleb/center, cutting her off, his voice dangerously low. Don't you swear to me. Swearing is what brought you here. I am Caleb Thorne. Everything you see, all the way to those mountains, is mine. Yesterday, a parcel was taken from a locked box on my supply wagon. A special parcel. It holds the future of this ranch. Center Elara/center. Then why are you wasting time with me? Go after your bandits. I have seen no wagons, no boxes. Caleb ignores her denial. He walks to her horse and rummages through her saddlebags, pulling out dried herbs, a small book of stars, and some half-eaten bread. He finds nothing of value. Center Caleb/center. You were seen. By one of my scouts. A woman. A dress just like that. Small horse. They saw you leave the wash where the wagon was stalled. They didn't see you take it, but they saw you fleeing the scene. Coincidence is a luxury I cannot afford. Center Elara/center. I was fleeing a dust storm, the devil's own wind. I sought shelter in a dry creek. I saw no one. Center Caleb/center. He draws closer, staring up at her. Where is it? I'll give you until the shadow of this branch touches that rock. He points to a flat, sun-bleached stone about 5 feet away. The heat is making her head throb. Center Elara/center, trying to regain composure. I have nothing, Caleb Thorne. I carry a healing stone, my medicine, and my Bible. Do you hang a woman upside down for piety? Caleb reaches up and gently plucks the small, silver locket from her neck. Center Caleb/center. Don't lie to me. You're holding back. This is silver, not the usual trinket of a pilgrim. Open it. Center Elara/center. No, it's my mother's. It's all I have left. Give it back. She strains, trying to kick him, but the rope is too tight. Caleb opens the locket. Inside, there is no picture, but a tiny, folded piece of paper. He unfolds it carefully. It's not a note. It's a very detailed, hand-drawn map. It shows a series of winding, underground tunnels and an obscure spring marked with an X. Caleb's eyes widen slightly. His composure is broken for a moment, replaced by pure, cold calculation. This is far more valuable than the parcel he was looking for. Center Caleb/center. Quietly. Well, Elara, I believe you. You didn't take my parcel. A huge sigh of relief escapes her lips. Center Elara/center. Thank God. Now cut me down. Center Caleb/center. Cutting her off. His voice now steel. You took something far more important. This map. Where did you get this? It's the key to the only untapped water source for 100 miles. My engineers have been searching for this spring for a year. It's the only thing that can save my cattle from the drought. Center Elara/center. Her heart sinking. I found it. Years ago. In a box of old papers in an abandoned mission. I kept it because of the X. I thought it was a legend, a place of power, not a spring. Please, it means nothing to your cattle. Center Caleb/center. Tucking the map and lock it into his own shirt pocket. Everything means something to my cattle, Elara. Water means everything. You have now committed a worse offense than theft. You've introduced a variable into my destiny, and variables must be controlled. He walks away a few paces, examining the horizon. Center Caleb/center. You are coming back to the Gold Hat. You will show me exactly where this spring is. Then, we will settle the matter of your fate. Center Elara/center. I won't. I will not lead you to it. The water is meant for the land, not for one man's empire. Center Caleb/center. Turning back, eyes blazing. You think I care about sentiment? I care about survival. And right now, your survival depends entirely on my goodwill. He reaches for his Bowie knife, a long, menacing blade gleaming in the sun. He holds it beneath the rope, securing her ankles. Center Caleb/center. I can cut you down now, or I can walk away and leave you for the vultures. The choice of where we go next is yours. You have 10 seconds to agree to lead me to the X. Scene 6, The Bargain. EXT Arroyo continuous. Elara is exhausted, hanging by the ropes. She sees the deadly seriousness in Caleb's eyes. Center Elara/center. Weakly. I will guide you. But you must promise me one thing. Center Caleb/center. Scoffs, but keeps the knife poised. Promises are cheap. Say it anyway. Center Elara/center. That you will not kill me before I show you the way. Center Caleb/center. A cruel smile touches his lips. That, Elara, I can guarantee. I need you alive to talk. He cuts the rope in a single, decisive stroke. Elara drops heavily to the ground, crying out as the blood rushes back to her head. Scene 7, riding back. EXT, prairie, late afternoon. Caleb has her hands tied in front of her. She rides her horse, Caleb's imposing figure riding beside her. Center Caleb/center. Tell me about this sky dancer. Center Elara/center. It's a group. People who believe water is sacred, a gift. They travel, healing, praying for rain. We don't take. We give. Center Caleb/center. You give maps to my future? Convenient. My scouts are still looking for the real stolen parcel, the survey papers. If they find the thief, they'll bring him back. You'll be my guest until then. Center Elara/center. Scoffs. I see. Your hospitality includes hanging women from trees. Center Caleb/center. In the West, Elara, suspicion is a tool. Survival is a policy. I can't afford mistakes. You have the map. I have the ranch. We are both desperate. Scene 8, The Gold Hat Ranch. EXT Ranch, sunset. The Gold Hat is sprawling, well-organized, and fortified. Elara is led to a small, secure outbuilding, essentially a stone storage shed. Center Caleb/center. You'll stay here. Rest. Tomorrow we ride. Center Elara/center. Looking at the vast, dry fields. The drought is bad here. Even worse than I thought. Is the parcel the only hope? Center Caleb/center. It contains the deed to the neighboring land I need to buy. If I can't expand the grazing area, I can't sell the herds. If I can't sell the herds, I can't drill for water. It's a chain, Elara. And someone broke the first link. Scene 9. The outbuilding and the confession. Int. Outbuilding night. Elara is restless. She notices a hidden compartment in the stone wall, a place where a desperate person might hide something. She searches, finding a small leather pouch. Inside is a dried flower and a tarnished wedding ring. EXT. Outbuilding later. Caleb comes to check on her. He sees the pouch and the ring in her hand. His face goes slack for a moment, an emotion he quickly stifles. Center Caleb/center. Where did you find that? Center Elara/center. Hidden. A memory, perhaps? Center Caleb/center. Size. My wife's. She died 5 years ago. This was her storage shed. She called it her sacred box. She died in the first big drought, trying to save a sick calf. Center Elara/center. Softly. A man who loves his wife that much should have more faith in people. Center Caleb/center. Faith is why she died. Ruthlessness is why I survived. Let's talk about that map. Center Elara/center. You told me you needed the parcel to buy land and drill. Why do you need this ancient map now? Center Caleb/center. This map is better than a drill. It's a natural spring, Elara. Pure water, close to the surface, protected by tunnels. I can build a cistern, a pipeline. It's an oasis. It means the ranch is safe. Center Elara/center. Leaning in. You didn't find the original thief, did you? You just wanted that map. You're using the missing parcel as an excuse to take what you want. Center Caleb/center. Hardening. I'm using whatever I have to secure my future. The parcel is missing, that's true. But you had something better. Scene 10. The journey to the X. EXT Canyon Mouth Day. Caleb and Elara ride out. They follow the map, descending into a hidden, labyrinthine canyon. The air is slightly cooler. Center Elara/center. The map shows the spring is protected by 3 tunnels. It's a holy site for my people. The X doesn't mark the spring. It marks a tomb. Center Caleb/center. A tomb. You're making up stories now. Just find the water. They dismount and proceed on foot into a dark, narrow crevice. Scene 11. The tomb and the true parcel. Int. Tunnel/cave day. The tunnel opens into a large, cold cavern. In the center, a small, clear pool of water, the spring, bubbles up. It's beautiful and pristine. Center Caleb/center. Gasping triumphant. Water. It's everything. I've won, Elara. He rushes toward the spring. Elara stops him. Center Elara/center. Wait. The X is here. She points to a crude stone altar next to the pool. Etched into the stone is the same swirling sun symbol from her satchel. On the altar, there's a small, sealed wooden box. Center Elara/center. This is a sky dancer tomb. They believed this water was the source of life, and when they died, they returned to it. The box. Caleb impatiently tears the box open. Inside is a single, thick, sealed envelope, the missing parcel of survey papers. Center Caleb/center. Stunned. The deed, the parcel. But how? Why? Center Elara/center. Picking up a broken piece of rope and a small, worn jacket near the altar. It wasn't a thief who took it. It was a child. A sky dancer child, trying to hide a precious thing in the holy place. They knew you were looking for it. They brought it here for protection. Your scout saw the child, not me. Caleb looks from the parcel to Elara, then to the clean water. He realizes the complexity of his mistake. He almost hanged an innocent woman over the actions of a superstitious child. Center Caleb/center. My God, I was chasing a thief who didn't exist. And you had the water all along. Center Elara/center. I had the map. The water was always here, Caleb. You just needed to be guided by something other than greed. Scene 12. The prophecy and the choice. Int. Tunnel/cave, continuous. Center Caleb/center. Shaking his head. Putting the parcel in his pocket. Now that I have the map and the parcel, I have everything. I can buy the land, expand, and use the spring. Center Elara/center. That water will save your cattle for a few years, Caleb. But the prophecy, the sky dancers believed if the spring is taken by one man's need, the well runs dry for everyone. Center Caleb/center. He steps to the water, ready to claim it. A legend. I believe in results. As he reaches toward the water, he looks at his reflection. He sees the ruthless rancher. But for a moment, he also sees his dead wife's face reflected in the pool, her image superimposed over the water. He pulls his hand back, remembering the pouch and the wedding ring. He looks at Elara, whose face is now calm and accepting of her fate. Center Elara / center. You promised not to kill me before I showed you the way. Now you have the way. What is your policy now, Caleb? Survival, or something else? Caleb looks at the water, the map, the parcel, and finally at Elara. The weight of his ruthless life settles on him. Center Caleb / center. His voice is rough, a complete break from his earlier intensity. The water is too good to be mine alone. It's too sacred for a pipeline. He pulls the locket out of his pocket and hands it back to her. Center Caleb / center. You lied to me, but you led me to the truth. The Gold Hat Ranch needs to change. Center Elara / center. What are you saying? Center Caleb / center. I'm going to use the parcel to buy the land. But this spring belongs to the land, and to those who respect it. You will stay on the ranch, not as a captive, but as a watermaster. You will teach my men how to find water, how to conserve, how to respect the land. Center Elara / center. A slow, stunned smile spreads across her face. A policy change, Caleb Thorne? Center Caleb / center. A true, tired smile. A necessary one. I'm too old to keep hanging women from trees, Elara. Let's go home. They exit the cave. The vast, empty landscape seems a little less hostile.